It's a medical malpractice trial. I had just finished questioning my medical expert using a big anatomical chart, a diagram that I'd prepared and spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on. I go to sit down. The defense attorney gets up, starts cross-examining this witness, and turns to me and says, "Hey, Mr. Oginski, can I use your anatomical chart to cross-examine your witness?" What do I say? What should I say? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. So now we're in the middle of a medical malpractice trial. My medical expert is up on the witness stand and I just finished questioning him. And now during my questioning, I used a big chart, a big enlargement, so that I had to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get this thing mounted on a big poster board and then have it on an easel. And my expert used that particular anatomical trial exhibit to explain to the jury the anatomy of what was going on in this case. So now, as soon as I'm done questioning, I take this off the easel, this big exhibit, and I put it in the corner. The defense attorney gets up to cross-examine my medical expert, and 5 minutes into it, he turns to me and says, "Hey, Mr. Oginski, can I use your medical exhibit, your big trial exhibit, for this witness as I cross-examine him?" Now, if I were to turn around and say, "No, you can't," then I look petty in front of the jury. And that's not a good thing to do. So instead, what did I do? I said, "Of course you can. Let me help you set it up." I go to the corner, I pick up this big enlargement. Now I go over to the easel, I put it up on the easel, put it right in front of the jury so they can see it clearly, and then I go sit down. And now the defense attorney uses that to cross-examine my medical expert. Are there some attorneys who would have turned around and said, "No, I'm sorry, you can't. You'll have to use your own"? Well, I'm sure there are. But you know what? In this instance, at that moment, the right thing for me to do was to say, "Yes, you can." Now, you should know, I can do the same thing to the defense attorney. Now he's got his witness on the stand. Let's say he's got some big enlargement or some big trial exhibit that I want to use to cross-examine his witness. When I get up there to cross-examine his witness, I can certainly turn to him and say, "Hey, Mr. Defense Lawyer, can I use your anatomical model to go ahead and cross-examine your witness?" And guess what? If he turns around and says no at that point, now he's the one who looks petty, especially after I've already agreed to let him use my trial exhibit. So it's a give and take. The jury sees this as, "Hey, what's the big deal? It's an exhibit." They don't care about who prepared it. They don't care who spent the hundreds or thousands of dollars to prepare it for their education, so that the expert, so that the person on the witness stand can use it to explain things to them. They don't care about that at all. They just see this pettiness and they don't want to see it. They just want to hear about the facts. They want to see the drama. Where's the drama? Where's the issue? And if now the attorneys get involved and, "No, you can't use that. No, you can't use that. Okay, you can use that." Now that becomes petty and they get diverted. Their attention gets turned away from the real issues in this case. So why do I share this great story with you? I share it with you just to give you an inside look at what happens during a medical malpractice trial here in New York. You know, I recognize and I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.